All right. Welcome, everybody. All of those who are logging in from the motherland. I would say I'm India. That was where I was born. I'm your speaker tonight. My name is Hetal Sonawala, and very excited to be here with all of you. So as you guys are coming in to the meeting, some of you were here a few minutes earlier. This is a very exciting moment for us as we have launched like in India, come to you with like a business opportunity. It's been exactly a month and 4 days, I would say, since we launched. So a lot of exciting things have happened in this past month. I know India has gone through a lot of stuff, and I just want to applaud all of you for staying. I would say I'm excited for being on the ground, for going through the trials that like happened, and I think India is coming out of it, so that's really fantastic. And as we launch, as we launch this business, like last month, we saw a lot of people rise up. We saw a lot of people take charge of things, and that was very comforting to see. So those of you who are here tonight for the first time, I would say you are absolutely in for a treat, because I'm going to be sharing with you in the next 45 minutes to like an hour, quite a few slides, quite a lot of information that is going to help you to understand what we have put together and why we are so excited about what we are sharing. Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. So let me just know if you guys can see my screen. It should be there in a second. Okay. Are you guys able to see my screen? Okay, great. All right, so welcome to the wellness revolution, as we call it, which is sweeping the globe right now as we speak. This is a company called as Zinzino. Now, some of you may be thinking before I get started that another wellness company. And before I really get into the presentation, I want to tell you, yes, it's another wellness company, but it is the wellness company that's making waves and creating a revolution all over the globe. Okay, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that, share with you what that wellness revolution is all about and how you can participate in that. And before you think it's like another healthcare product or like a wellness product, it's really something very unique. And that's what I'm so excited to share with you guys. Okay, now before we get started, I always like to get some participation from the people who are on this call. If you guys can turn on your videos and participate with me for a few minutes, I would appreciate that. Of course, if you're decent enough to turn on your videos and participate, I think that's a disclaimer. So all of you who can participate, please do that. So here's how I like to get started with this. Okay, so here's a question for you guys. Imagine we are all in a plane, okay, and something has, we are flying, something's gone wrong. I'm asking you guys to jump off of the plane. Would you guys jump off of a plane? You can show with a show of hands, yes, no. You can, yes, or no. No. Some of you are saying no, maybe no. Some of you are like, I'm not so sure. I'm still wondering whether I should or not. Okay. Okay. How about we sweeten the deal? Let's say if you were to jump off the plane and I give you 10,000 rupees to jump off the plane, would you jump off of it? No, not for 10,000 rupees. No. Okay. Oh, Isabel says definitely no. Okay. Okay. How about I sweeten the deal a little bit more? How about I make it 1 lakh of rupees? Would you now jump off the plane? Gunjan, I can see almost your head shaking. Is it a yes or a no? No. Okay, it's definitely a no. All right. How about I really sweeten it? I make it 1 crore. Would you jump off the plane? Definitely not. See, most of you are like, if I jump off, am I going to survive? That's your first question. That's going on in mind, right? What if I told you the plane was on the ground? Would you now jump off the plane for 1 crore? Absolutely. Okay. None of you asked or thought of the question, do we have a parachute if I jump off? Okay. So what I want to bring to your, this attention is we always work with information as we perceive it. Okay. Now, as we are going through tonight, I want you to keep an open mind. I want you to get all your facts before you make a decision about what it is that we are sharing, what is it that we are talking about. And I want you to really have that open mind to understand like the opportunity, understand why we are so excited about what's happening, not just in India, but around the globe. Okay. And so with that, let's get started into our business opportunity. Zinzino has been in the market right now, 37 markets actually, worldwide. Okay. They have been working with a market potential of over 1 billion people so far. And as we launched India, like I said, about a month and 4 days back, now this has gone to 2.5 billion people. So the scope has grown up. And out of which I would say, more than 95% of the people, okay, are still clueless about what we are trying to offer them in the scope. Okay. Now, Zinzino has been listed on NASDAQ. Some of you may know about NASDAQ. Some of you may not. It's the New York Stock Exchange. And just to be on the New York Stock Exchange is a big deal. Okay. It's really a big deal because you need to have a certain financial standing. You need to have a certain kind of a strong market presence. And you need to have something that is a viable product for the market and is making a difference in the market for them to be able to let you, for them to be able to let you be on NASDAQ. Okay, so that's one thing. They are also the member of the direct selling group, which is also like DSA, and a lot of big companies are part of that. So definitely this is something that is significantly happening. As Zinzino goes, and why it is a financially strong company, because ever since they have started, just 15 years back, they have been in this business. Every year, they've grown an average of 33% over the previous year. I don't know if you understand what that means, okay? 33% growth every year on an average over the previous year. And this last year, in this year of pandemic and all that was happening, they grew 48% over the previous year. That in itself is huge, guys. It's massive, okay? 48% growth, all right? So this company is a very, very financially strong company and coming at you, with that background. Now, they have launched in India, like I said, April 6th, okay? And Zinzino, opened up a private company like in India just for this purpose. They did all their licensing and all the fun stuff that they did, okay? But apart from that, okay, they have set up like a warehouse like in India. They have products available. They have partnered with a company called Blue Dart for their shipping and handling. And not just that, they're just finishing up working on the payment provider with credit cards and everything, which should happen in the next week, 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. So like I said, they launched on April 6th. So it's been a month and 4 days. And there has been a lot of excitement in these last, month and 4 days that we're talking about. Okay. Now, let's get into what we are here to discuss about. Everybody wants to feel good, stay fit, and be healthy. Is that a fair thing to say, right? We all want to be as healthy as we can be. Then when we are doing everything to be healthy, why is it that there are so many health-related problems today in the world? And why is it that it's increasing? Okay, here is a question that I really want you to ask yourself, that why are we seeing so many issues like brain problems? I mean, we have Alzheimer's, and we have ADHD, and we have all these like brain diseases, heart diseases, diabetes. We have joint problems, right? This arthritis. We have gut issues. You name it, okay? Fatty liver issues. Why are we having so many things happening in this world today? If we are seemingly eating right, seemingly eating healthy, what's going on, okay? You might have heard the statement that let food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. This was said about 2,500 years ago by a gentleman called Hippocrates. And he is considered to be the father of medicine. You must have heard of his name for sure. Now, this gentleman said this 2,500 years ago, and it's even valid today. But there is a little difference in what's happened today. It's not just that the medicine is your food. It's also what you absorb is what you are, okay? It's just not just what you eat. It's also what you absorb. So if you understand that, in today's world and age, we may be having great food. We may be having great quality food, or we may be doing everything right in terms of what we consume. But how much of it is our body able to absorb? Here is the question for you, okay? And if you're wondering, how do I find out about that? Okay, that's where we're going to talk about this and give you more ideas. So 150, 200 years back, we used to get from Mother Nature a lot more nutrients, a lot more minerals and phytonutrients and micronutrients and all those kind of good stuff, okay? Beta glucans and fibers and healthy fats and a good balance of omega-6 and 3s and whatnot, right? So this was happening 150, 200 years back. Fast forward today, man-made food, GMO-based food, right? what we are farming today is more, you can say, like genetically modified than 150 or 200 years back. What has happened with that? Lower nutrition or density, high sugars, low fibers, okay, less healthy fats, and an imbalance of the omega-6 and 3s. That's a big one, okay? If you look at the timeline, here is what is there in the timeline. Like 1850s, okay? We were getting from our produce what we required for our body. Absolutely, we were getting it, okay? And because of that, we had a 1:1 balance of like the omega-6 and 3s. And that 1:1 balance is what helped us with our DNA formation. And that's why we were having healthier cells. We were having healthier bodies. We were having less diseases, right? Fast forward a little bit more, that ratio started changing. It went to 3:1. Science said, okay, fine, 3:1 is still okay, because 3:1 or less is where your body needs to be in order for your body to optimally perform, okay? But go a little bit further. There came a turning point around the 1960s where our farming practices changed. We started making more GMO-based plants and things like that. And we started having more processed foods. And that turning point started creating a ratio of 4:1 in like the omega-6 and 3s. And because this ratio started changing, fast forward today, this ratio has now crept up to almost 25:1. And not just that, guys. 25:1 is fine, but fine for who? I mean, is it really something that we need to be concerned about? Yes, because as we are seeing this ratio creep up, we are seeing diseases go up, we are seeing inflammation go up, right? We are seeing stuff happening to our body that we were seemingly feeling that, okay, it's not that prevalent, but today disease is widely spreading and it's creating a havoc, okay? And when we tested the people back in India, okay, what we found is people who are having meat-based food and things like that, they had a ratio of 27:1. And vegans were having a ratio of 40:1. Okay, so just imagine this, guys. We're talking like 150 years back, 1:1 or 3:1 is fine. Today, these ratios are 27:1 or 40:1. This is a concern, okay? And why is this happening? Because of the food we consume, like I said. So if you look on the right side, you see that the food we consume has got very little or no what is it? Like the supplementation of like omega-3. So we are grossly lacking this in our food, okay? Whereas if we did have that in our food, we would be seeing a healthier food. Like let's say fish, for instance, there would be more color in the fish if we had enough, enough of the nutrients in the fish, right? What we need. Omega-9s is what we get from our oils, but mostly we are getting omega-6s from our oil because we are consuming palm oil, soybean oil, or peanut oil, or any of those kind of oils which we use for cooking, okay? And because of that, we are getting nutrients such as omega-6, which is increasing. Now, we need both 3 and 6, don't get me wrong. But just having more of 6 is the issue, is the problem, okay? So in like today's day and age, okay, we are lacking like nutrients, like I said, okay? And that imbalance of 6 and 3, what is happening with that is it's causing reduced brain functions. It's causing hair quality loss, right? Some of us are experiencing that, including myself, right? We are having like skin that is dull, or it's lacking like the luster and shine. We are having issues with our guts. We are having issues with fatty liver. We're having joint problems, right? And so on and so forth. So this is actually being caused in a large part because of imbalance of 6 to 3. And what is that imbalance really doing? It's increasing chronic inflammation inside the body. And chronic inflammation is the #1 cause for most of the diseases that we're seeing today. That also leads to something called as oxidative stress. And you might have heard these terms before, okay? So I'm just probably repeating to you some things that you heard before, but I'm trying to correlate with you that what is happening to our bodies and what we need to start being aware of, okay? So this ratio, this imbalance ratio is where we need to start really focusing ourselves on. That how can we fix this imbalance? And what's causing the imbalance first, and how can we take care of it? Now, here is what this imbalance is doing and how it's affecting us. It's affecting us at the cellular level. And that is the most problematic thing, because the chronic inflammation and stuff that we talk about, it is at the cellular level. And what is happening is our cell membranes are becoming hard and rigid, okay? They are less permeable. And because of the permeability going down, the nutrients are taking more time to get into the cell. As nutrients take more time to get in the cell, our cells are not able to produce the energy that we need, right? And if it does produce the energy and does what it needs to do, it creates something called as toxins. And those toxins take equal amount of time to get out of the cells. So toxicity of the blood is increasing in that process. So chronic inflammation and all this, I'm like this, I mean, you can say toxicity, also oxidative stress, all of that is kind of compounding, right? And because of these compounding factors, we are starting to see issues with our body. Now, the key is that if we want to achieve healthy cell membranes, we need to have a 3:1 balance of the omega-6 and 3s, a 3:1 or less, I would say. Okay, because that's where science tells us that 1:1, 3:1 was fine. Anything beyond that, we have start seeing problems. And once that thing comes in balance, here is what happens to our cell membranes. They become soft again. They become permeable again. Nutrients get in very quickly. Okay, they get processed better. Toxins are able to come out of the cells. Toxicity of the cells reduces. Not just that, we also seeing that because of this, our healthy cell functions are causing basically the inflammation to go down. And when inflammation subsides, our body goes into remission. That means it comes out of the disease automatically by itself. Okay, so this is the science. Now, we're not claiming anything. This is what the science has told us. All right, and this is how it works. So where are you in this whole process? Are you in the danger zone, or are you in the clear and free zone? Are you 3:1 or less, or are you 15:1? Are you 25:1? Are you 27 or 40:1? What is it? Where are you? Okay, and what is really happening, right? Would you like to find out? I'm sure I wanted to. The moment I saw this, I said, okay, where am I in this? Am I in the danger zone, or am I clear? Because I was consuming a product from the market, which was a very high quality omega product. And so I really was concerned about finding out where I was. Okay, and you can do a test, as simple as that. How simple is the test? It's a dry blood test. Many of you are familiar with people who have sugar issues. They do blood tests at home. It takes them a few minutes to do it. Similarly, this test can be done in a few minutes. A dry blood test, what do you say? I mean, you prick your finger, a few drops of blood on a piece of paper, send it into a lab for them to get you tested. Okay, as simple as that. As of today, we have helped 640,000 people get this test globally, worldwide. Okay, so we have done our work, so to say, of knowing what this test can do and how this test can help us show us where we are in the balance of 6:3. Now, this test is being conducted by a third party, okay, which is a lab called as Vitas. Vitas is a lab which is this Norwegian lab. They have partnered with some of the key people in the world today. You can see on the Harvard University, University of Cambridge, King's College of London, Stanford University, and so on and so forth. And it's a third party. It's basically there's an independent lab, like I say. So Zinzino has nothing to do with it. Zinzino is just one of its customers, just like all these other people are. Okay. So here is another slide to kind of show you some of the major key players who have been working with this lab. And the reason why this lab is so popular is because this lab has been around for 25 years, longer than even Zinzino has been like in the market. And they have been successfully catering to their clients, helping them with different kinds of labs and testing, which is very specific, just like what we have. Okay, so this test that we're talking about, this test is not like any other average blood test that you would take. Okay, this test goes ahead and gives you things like cell fluidity, a membrane test, and it does your lipid test, and it does your fatty liver test, and so many things are there, right? So it gives you a very comprehensive, you can say, report about 21 pages long, and that gives you a good idea of what this test contains and how it can benefit and what you should do to bring your body back in balance if it is not. Okay. Now, when I did my test, I did my personal test. When I started out, it came out as 12.9:1, and I already told you that I was consuming a product from the market. Now, this was a shock to me when I got my results. I was so confident that I would be 3:1 or less because I had been consuming for 25 years a product, from the market, very high quality in this omega-3s. And this blew my mind out, long story short, I also realized that the tests around the world that has been done, like I said, 640,000 people have been tested. And here is the data from that. 95% people in Europe are out of balance, just like I was. 98% in Australia, 99% in the US, and global average is 97%. Okay, so there is some problem happening. It's with our food, it's with like the environment, it's with a lot of other factors, but there is a problem that's happening that is causing us to be out of balance. And that out of balance is something that we need to start getting concerned about and wonder, how do we fix this problem? Okay, so there is a solution, and that's why we are here. So what is the solution? There is a scientific committee that's been put together that's I'm headed by Dr. Paul Clayton. And Dr. Paul Clayton is a like nutritionist who's a very very well known worldwide who has come up with pharmacology. Okay, and he has designed basically, or he has studied for the last 40 years nutrition basically like the nutrition process of what people consume and why that nutrition, what is it causing, what's happening in today's world and age, and why are people falling sick in spite of having the best of nutrition or the best of whatever is there in the market. Okay, and he and his team, they studied this, they put together like a research, and they came up with a solution that in 120 days, okay, they can get your body back into balance. Now, here is a strong and a bold statement claiming that no matter where you are, how imbalanced you are, in 120 days, you can get back into balance. And then we can show you how to stay in balance for the rest of your life. Is that something that is worth enough for your health? Is health enough important to you that you want to be in balance and not have to succumb to diseases, not have to worry about getting chronic inflammation and all those kind of factors that you cannot see because they're silently happening inside of you? And that is what is the most alarming and concerning thing for me, that I don't know what is wrong with me until I get the disease. Do I need to wait till I get the disease for me to know that something is wrong? Or can I do something about it now and figure out now what needs to happen so I don't have to get to that point and I can take care of myself in this moment at this time, right? So here is what happened. Why is it not? Okay. So here is my personal test after 120 days. I was 12.9. and I came as to 2.6:1. I came back in balance. Now, are all my parameters in balance? Because like I said, there are about 7 different parameters that are being tested. Only one of my parameter was back in balance, which was my omega-6 to 3 ratio. My other parameters started creeping back slowly towards the balanced state. I don't know as yet where I am. I still have to do one more test to find out where I am, but I'm sure that having taken this product for as long as I've been taking it now, I will be definitely much more in balance than I was when I started out my first test. Okay, so this was something that was an eye-opener for me, and this will be for you as well if you are like me, who have been consuming products, have been having supplements, proper nutrition, and everything that you feel you're doing right, maybe even exercising. So some of you say, you know what, I'm fit, and so I have to be healthy. No, that's not true. You look fit, but what's happening on the inside, we have no idea, right? I mean, we have literally messed up our bodies by consuming things that are more heavy with this omega-6s, and we don't know about it. But now you have no excuse to say I don't know anymore, because now you do. Now you have a test which you can take. You can go out there and check and see what your balance is and figure it out. Okay. So what is the product that we're coming with? It's called as Essent Oil. That's the product that we've launched like in India. Why is this product so unique? Now, there are several, this omega products in the market, several great products in the market, excellent high quality of omega with everything that is required. But what is it that we have that's so unique? Most of these products that are in the market don't have something called as polyphenols. And this research that Dr. Paul Clayton and his team did, they figured out that polyphenols was missing from like the omega, and polyphenols is like the glue that binds to the omega and prevents it from getting oxidized. So most products that are in the market, they may be high quality, but they get oxidized too soon in the stomach. And because of that happening, they're not getting the nutritional content of that product which their body needs. And that is the problem that we are seeing today. So this polyphenol has changed the game completely. And they have patented this. And this is not just any polyphenol, by the way, okay? Because a lot of people claim that, hey, we have polyphenols, but there has to be a specific type of polyphenol with a specific content and all those kind of things that actually has to be added to this product. And that is the research, and that is what the beauty, the 40 years of research has come up with this, okay? So we have polyphenols. We have, of course, this omega-3 from wild fish. We have vitamin D3, vitamin E, and all this exciting thing that we talk about, right? So here is what our product, how we separate. So we have a pre-harvested this an olive, the polyphenol coming from like from, you can say, like a cold pressed pre-harvested olive. It's pre-harvested 2 months before its time. It's from the southern part of Spain, exclusively grown for our business. Okay, and I'm harvested like for our business. And the other thing that we have gone and done is that we have put 750 milligrams per kg of the polyphenol in our product, as opposed to the markets which have polyphenols, not sometimes the right kind, and they only put about 100 milligrams. So there itself is a big difference. And this polyphenol, having this, is making the impact of our product. So that's also coming to you from a like research that has been done by a third-party lab. We have GMP certified, I mean, like GMP certification. We have Friend of the Sea and Informed Choice, and it's soy-free, gluten-free, all those kind of things, right? So we have all of the highest quality and care and third-party companies that have certified our product. Not just that, we also have a certificate from a third-party lab that has analyzed the products for all the claims that we're making about the polyphenols and everything. And that itself is a big deal, because these guys come and spot check us anytime. There is no method in which they do it. It's not like they tell us they're coming. They just come over to like to like the manufacturing lab, and they just do a spot check and make sure that we are on track with all the things that we are supposed, or we are claiming and telling. And that's our claim to fame, that we've always been there on the mark with everything that we say. Okay, so this is a tremendous you can say boost for us in terms of a third party certifying us. Now, what is the reason our product is so fantastic? Scientifically, this, whenever you consume something like this, it has to stay fresh and potent in your system for 24 hours or more. Look at this slide. Okay, this slide really tells you why a product is unique. If you look at krill oil, many of you may have heard of krill oil. It stays 5 hours in the stomach. Okay, concentrated the omega product for 9 hours. Cod liver oil, 15 hours. Now, I can tell you a story about cod liver oil, because as a child, I remember my mom used to say, open your mouth, and she used to thrust a spoon of cod liver oil every day in the morning. I don't know how many of you had that experience when you were growing up. I did, and I used to hate the taste, because that thing used to smell, and it used to be like, so it was already rancid probably. Again, then we didn't know any better, because research was not there, science was not there at that time. But we thought we were consuming something good and our bodies needed it. And, maybe we got something out of it. Maybe like for an hour, 2 hours, we got something out of it. But even cod liver oil, the best of the cod liver oil, doesn't last for more than 15 hours. And look at our product, okay? 35 hours or more. It stays fresh and potent in our guts for 35 hours and more, allowing our cells to absorb it, because it needs 24 hours to absorb it. It gives that time for the cells to absorb it. And that's the reason why this product is so effective. And the biggest reason, like I said again, is the polyphenols. Okay, so here is a third-party study, again done by there's some Cochrane. You can go online and check this out. They studied with 112,000 people, 79 different trials, and what they found is that this omega by itself has little or no effect. Omega by itself, what is it? The products are in the market, right? So omega-3 by itself has little or no effect. If you are consuming a product right now, there is a very good chance that that product is not giving you what you need. You may be getting 10, 20, 30, 40%, maybe 50% max. But beyond that, that product is not really working for you. Once we add the polyphenol, we increase that to about 80, 90% to over 100% of what you're getting from your product. So this is a third-party study. Go and read about it. There's a lot of good information in this study. Here is something practically that we have done and seen as results, because we have 640,000 tests. From that data, we have seen that people who consumed no product at all, their average was 14.8, and different age groups were done. It's not just one age group. You're seeing from the child who was just born to 70 plus years, right? So you're seeing that average was 14.8:1. That means that they were out of balance, 14.8:1. People who use a product from the market, any we can say like omega-3 product, their average, if you look at that, is 9.9:1. Okay, and people who consumed our product, if you look at their average, that is 2.8:1. It just tells you that what Dr. Paul Clayton and his team have put together is actually working. It's not a mystery. It's actually working. We can see that, and here is what is actually working. You're going from a pro-inflammatory state to an anti-inflammatory state in 120 days. And this is a proven thing from the results, from the tests that have been done, and it shows in the blood. that it goes from a pro-inflammatory state to an anti-inflammatory state in 120 days. And that is absolutely a guarantee. Is it a guarantee for everybody? Maybe not. Okay. But I'll tell you a little bit about that. There are 18 health claims that are approved by the EFSA, European Food Safety Association. I forgot what the A stands for. The EFSA, there is actually 165 claims. These are 18 of the top claims that are shown here, and that has been approved. The top 3 of these are normal brain function, normal heart function, normal immune function. Now, people of, I would say, with what's happening or going on globally as a pandemic, and especially what's happening in India, immunity is an issue for everybody. Is that a fact or not? Absolutely, right? People are concerned about the immunity. This thing will help you increase your immunity. In fact, there's an article that's been published also online by there's a Telegraph, which claims that if a person consumes this omega product, omega-3, if they are consuming it, and if it's a good product, it's like what we have, you have a 13% less risk of getting COVID. Now, this is an article published, so it's stats from what they have done. Okay, so if I were you, I would really look into how this can benefit your health. Who needs this? Everybody from the womb to the tomb. And that's the fact. From the time that you're in your mother's stomach, from the time that you're conceived to the time that you breathe your last breath, you need this product. And look at the different stages of what happens when you need, for this product. So when you're in your mother's womb, you're taking this product from the mother. So the mother has to supplement and have enough of it so that it can pass it on to the child. Okay. And when you get out of the womb, then it's helping with your brain function, it's helping with your growth, it's helping with your immunity, your cellular health, which is something that happens all throughout your life because you have cells. There's never a point in your life as you're breathing when you don't have cells, right? I don't know of anybody who can live without cells. Okay, we're all consumed of trillions of cells, and those are always going to be there. So imagine if your cells are not healthy, what's going to happen to you? And this product is a requirement. Our body does not produce it. We can only get this from the food we consume. Okay, and we're not getting enough of it, as we can see with the rampant diseases that's happening in the world today. Here is the result, and here is the confidence of what we have, that 95% of the people who have been taking this product in 120 days have a balance less than 3:1 or less. So if you're the fortunate 5% who is not in balance, you will still find that you are getting closer to balance if you're not already there. Okay, so you can do yourself a favor. Definitely do the test, find out what your baseline is, and then you can get on the product and see how the product can work for you. So here is what we have to offer for for you guys. If you want to be a customer who wants to go on you can say retail, then like the retail cost for the product for you would be 30,000 rupees. And I don't see why would you want to pay retail when you can pay a premium subscription price. If you get onto a premium subscription price, you can get this product for 14,500 rupees, and this is only in the first month. And then the subsequent months, the cost of a product is only 2,950 rupees. So why is it 14,500 in the first month? Because you get 2 tests with it. Okay, so you pay for 1 test, and the second test you get free after 120 days. That is how it is done, right? So you are getting 2 tests, pay 1, get 1 free, and you're getting a bottle of oil. And along with that, in the first month, you're actually getting 2 bottles of 300 ml and 2 bottles of 100 ml. So you're getting 4 bottles of the oil. Okay, too big, too small, and 1 test that comes in the first month. And in the 4th month, 120 days later, you'll be getting a second test free. So you can find out your before and after. And not just that, every month it's 2,950 rupees. Okay, this is a fantastic deal. It's like getting almost 52% off of the cost of the retail cost. What else do we have? Let's say you're very adamant, you just don't want to take a test for whatever reason. You feel like, okay, you know what, I know I'm going to be out of balance, so why even bother? But you need to know how out of balance you are. So please don't disregard that. Do take the test. But if you still want to insist, okay, fine, do it without the test, but get on the premium without the test, and that will be 8,500 rupees. Otherwise, you'll end up paying 11,310 rupees. Okay, and then again, the bottle of oil every month is 2,950 per month. Okay, 2,950 rupees a month. Now, this 2,950 rupees also contains the GST. So you don't have to worry about that, but you do have to pay shipping and handling. So the shipping is like about 200 rupees per month, which is peanuts. The first month, because you're getting the test and the bottles of oil, the shipping may be 400 rupees or something like that. Okay, just for you to know if you want to. And if you need more details on the pricing and what's contained in the kits and all that kind of good stuff, and where to, how the test works, do get back to the person who has invited you. They should be able to give you more information on that. Okay, so now let's talk about the business model. Okay, now for some of you who are just interested in the product, maybe this is where you can log off if you need to. But if you just want to carry on for the next 15-20 minutes, I'm going to share with you about the business and how this can potentially help you, and you can impact many people as well. Okay, make a difference to many people. So here is a trend that is happening. I call it a global mega trend. Now, most companies, if you look at it, they follow the trend that's in purple, which is called as the S curve. And this S curve is when the product is, you can say, introduced in the market, it goes to a peak and then plateaus down and comes back into saturation. With this product, or this market, we are seeing a global mega trend. And the global mega trend is happening simply because we haven't even scratched the surface of the scratch of the scratch of the scratch of the surface as yet. Okay, so we are literally at a point where we are seeing something phenomenal happening in the industry, in the healthcare industry or the healthcare world. Okay, 500 million people as of today are taking a omega-3 product, and less than 0.2% of those people have done the test. You can just imagine just from this what the potential is. And now with India added on as a 38 market for Zinzino, this 500 million people has now suddenly gone into, you can say 2 billion people worldwide that have not taken the test. You can say literally. Okay, so it's a huge market potential. Okay, 97% people have failed the test. As we have seen, global average is 97%. Indian average we have yet to see, but what we have seen so far, it's somewhere around 98 to 98% people who are failing the test. So no matter how good of nutrition you are consuming, there is still an issue. And we really value our this Indian diet. We actually take pride on the Indian diet, right? So here is something where 97% people have failed the test, and you most likely are one of those 97%, like I was, right? Shockingly and rudely, I found out that I was. Okay, now here is what really excited me about the market potential. Okay, and this was, as soon as it comes up, the market today is at 40 billion US dollars. Okay, and this is expected to grow in the next 30 years or less to about $200 billion. Does that itself pique your interest? That look at the industry, it's at $40 billion today, expected to grow to 200 billion in the next 30 years. Do you want to be a part of this? Do you want to be someone who wants to come in and make the difference and join into taking this from 40 billion to 200 billion? How much of a share do you want for yourself is what I would like to ask you. Okay, and I want you to think about that. So some of you have seen this, right? It's called the cash flow quadrant. Most of you must have seen that. Okay, it's very popular by others. What is it? Like Robert Kiyosaki made this very popular, you can say like 2 decades back. Okay, and what does this tell you? There are 4 kinds of people that make up the financial world: employees, self-employed people, business owners, and investors. On the left of the quadrant, you have employees and self-employed people. What do? They trade their time for money. On the right side, you have people who trade their dollars or who trade their money for money, or who use, or they are you can say, they leverage people and money to make money for themselves. Okay, the thing about this, 95% people are on the left side in the ENS quadrant, and only 5% people are on the right side in the BNI quadrant. You know what's more funny? 95% people make only 5% income, and the 5% people on the right side make 95% of the income. My question to you is, where would you want to be? You want to be part of the 95% making 5% income, or you want to be part of the 5% making 95% of the income? Now you would say, of course, I want to be part of the right side, where I want to be part of the 5% making the 95% of the income. But then how do you get from the left side to the right side? Because most of us are used to trading our time for dollars. So how can you get from the right side to the left side? Well, here is an opportunity that we're sharing with you that will allow you to go from the left side to the right side and participate in those 5% people making the 95% of the wealth in this world today, okay, which we call as residual income. And we'll talk about that. So how to start your business? There are 3 ways that you can get involved. You can start with a mini partner kit, which is 8,500 rupees. It gives you 1 test and 1 bottle of oil Very easy, very simple, very basic. But if you're a business-minded person, if you're an entrepreneur, if you understand business, you will realize that this is for somebody who just wants an entry-level business and doesn't understand the power of running a business. You can get into something, but to run something, you'll need something more. For that, we have another kit called as a Better Balance Partner Kit. In this, you get 2 tests and 3 bottles of oil. Okay, now here again, this is great for somebody getting in because now you get 2 tests. So you can test yourself when you start, and 120 days later, you can test yourself again. And you have 3 bottles of oil so that you can get going in your business and start consuming the product from day one. And you have bottles of oil to give to other people who might want to become customers with you. Okay, but is that enough? Because imagine if that person says, do you have a test that I can use? What would you do? You would say, okay, I don't, I just have 2. I need both for myself, right? So here is another option that we have, which is called as the Ultimate Practitioner Kit. This one has 14 tests and 14 bottles of oil. If you just understand a business-minded person, they would look at this and say, hey, I can create 7 customers out of this because I have 14 tests. I can give them 2 tests and a bottle of oil, or maybe 2 bottles of oil, and I can actually sell this to people and create a business out of it and make people as customers, or help people to understand what I'm sharing with them. Not only that, like you see, it's 88,500 rupees, but it comes with a refund. I'll talk about that a little later. Second thing that you need to do in your business is, first is you get the kit. Second is that you set up a monthly auto order. This monthly auto order activates you, okay? Activates, like your business, all right? And what also it gives you some 3 apps that you can use. It gives you a whole global back office. So you can build your business in any of the 38 markets that Zinzino is in, even if you're living anywhere in the world today. Not just that, you also have access to over 60 markets where Zinzino drop ships the product. So even if they are not officially in the market, but you can drop ship a product to a customer in that country. So sitting in India, you can have a business in UK, in the US, in the Middle East, in South Africa, you name it, okay? So just think of it, a global business without you having to leave your home, or without you having to start a business in every single country. You just need to have one business where you are locally, and from there you can have access to a global base for yourself. Not just that, you also get 1 bottle of the oil along with this, so that you can have a self-consumption for yourself. And the cost of this is 5,200 rupees a month. And then you also get something which is called as 10 credits. And I'll talk about credits just for you to know. Credits, 1 credit is equal to 90 rupees. Okay, so that is the income piece, income part of it for yourself. Now, here is how you can get your auto order free. Okay, if you create 40 credits worth of customer volume, okay, and 1 bottle of oil is about 4 credits. So that means if you create 10 customers, that is 40 credits of customer volume, your 5,200 rupees that you spend for your auto order is free. Absolutely free. All you do is pay for shipping and handling. Great deal. Indians love free stuff. Anything free, tell me about it. I'm in. Okay. I just love, anything that we can create, right? I mean, that's an incentive, right? So it's like you're creating business and you're getting paid to run your business as well. What a wonderful way to do it. And I just love that about it. And not just that, even your customers have this option where if they register 4 customers and they create 4 times the credit, that means they register 4 customers, they can get their products free. So they are having a customer volume of 4 credits because they're consuming their oil, the subscription, and they put 4 friends on this product. That's 4 times their volume. They get their product free. All they do is pay for shipping and handling. And their customers can do the same, and so on and so forth. And there's no limit to how many customers you can create from the customers. So each customer has the option to get their products free and just pay for shipping and handling. Okay, I think this is a fantastic deal. This is a perfect customer-oriented business model that helps people to take advantage of the product for themselves and also help a lot of other people in the process and get it for free. Why not? You can do it part-time. Here is my question to you guys. Okay, and this is I want to think about, when you say part-time, some people say, okay, fine, part-time. So what is it, like few hours a day, few hours a week? Well, whatever you consider part-time. Okay, we all have spare time, right? We all have time that we utilize in things, or in activities that may not be as productive as we want them to be. We can take some of that time out and put it towards creating something productive. Productively doing something to create income and helping others in the process as well. So that's your spare time. Now, I want to ask you one question on this, just as spare time, guys. Do you guys have spare incomes? Most of you will be thinking, what is spare income? Well, imagine this. If something happened to you and you could not perform at your work or your business, what would happen to your income? Will it still continue coming to you? Do you have a spare income? We have spare tires in our car. Why? Because if a tire goes flat, we can use the spare tire and a car can keep running. Do you have a spare income so that you can keep running, your family can keep running, and nothing slows down for you? I want you to think about that. This is very powerful, guys. And this spare income, okay, you can run it from your home. And not just that, this is residual income. Residual income, it's not residue income, it's residual income. That means that income that you create once for the effort that you put in once for the rest of your life, as long as that effort is the right effort and money keeps coming to you month after month, year after year for the rest of your life. That's residual income. That's powerful stuff, guys. Your spare income can become more than your primary source of income over a period of time. This is another one I love really, really much, because you can choose the people you want to work with. If you're working in a job or you're working in a business, sometimes you cannot choose your partners. You cannot choose the people you want to work with. You're sometimes stuck with it. Here you have a choice. Okay, you have a choice that you can choose the people you want to work with. Okay, now what is it that we do? Different levels in the business. First one is called a smart bronze. Okay, in 30 days, if you help 4 customers get on the premier subscription, which is that one bottle of oil on a premier subscription, that is either 8,500 rupees without test or the 14,500 rupees with test. You put them on the premium subscription and you have 4 of those in the first month, you will generate something called a smart bronze bonus of 9,000 extra rupees in that month, apart from the cash bonus of 10% which you get. And that month, your income is estimated around 18,000 rupees. Not just that, you also have a mentor bonus of 5 to 10%, which you activate. Okay, so this is fantastic. In the same 30 days, if you help 4 people join as a business partner with you, then these 4 people, they join in and you create somewhere around 375 credits worth of business from these partner kits or these partners, because they sign up with a partner kit. Okay, and you do that in 30 days, you reach a level called as fast silver, and you make a fast silver bonus of 13,500 rupees. And again, your estimated monthly is about 18,000 rupees at that point of time. And you unlock another bonus called as ECB. Now, I'm not going to go into all these bonuses. There are about 10 different bonuses. You can find out more details about it. If you need that, get back to the person and ask them, what are the bonuses? Give me more idea. Give me more details about the bonus, and they will help you with that. Take it 30 more days after. So which means that in 60 days now, you go from 4 premier customers to now having total of 10 premium, you can say subscriptions, or you can say customers. So you go from 4 to 10, you add another 6 more, and now you get another Extreme Express bonus of 13,500 rupees. So you reach a level called as Extreme. Okay, and your estimated income is now 27,000 rupees. Okay, now this is another way that you can unlock the ECB. So let's say you did not unlock it with Fast Silver, you can unlock the ECB bonus with the Extreme Express as well by creating 10 customers. Now, most people I know of have done this in 30 days or less. Some take more, some never do it. That's always there. Okay, so it just depends on what your level of excitement is, what your passion is, and how quickly you want to run in this business. But in 30 to 60 days, you now have an option to create some significant amount of money. This business, like I said, is a customer focused business. So we focus on rewarding people who are putting customers into the system. Why? Because customers is what we believe is the bread and butter of our business model, and it's revolved around that. So let's say if you help 25 people become customers, your bonus jumps from 10% to 20%. And not just that, your estimated annual income now becomes 1.6 lakhs per year. And you unlock another bonus called as RCB. Okay, take this one step further. You get to Protein, which is 50 customers. So 50 subscriptions. Your cash bonus goes from 20% to 25%. Your estimated annual income goes to 2.8 lakhs per year. Let's take it one step further, and this is more exciting now. You go from 50 customers to 100 customers. Your cash bonus goes to 30%. Your estimated annual income is 5 lakhs, and you get a one-time bonus of 8 lakh rupees over and above everything that you're making. And that is distributed to you out in 24 months at about 33,000 rupees per month. Okay, and then next step is, again, we take it one more step, you go from 100 customers to 200 customers. Your cash bonus is capped now at 30%, but you add on a director's trip on top of that to some exotic location for a week, fully paid, all expenses taken care of, including airfare and stay and food and everything. So amazing, like opportunity, right? It is totally customer focused, customer oriented. Take it one step further. You can go up to 300 and more and beyond. And there are a lot of incentives that keep adding on. So this is truly a customer centric, customer focused business model. Okay. Now here is what I shared with you in the first slides, in the slides before. That is, you went to fast silver. So that is what we call as a silver volume. When you hit silver, you're about 750 credits worth of business. You have 10 customers a month. Your ECB is, I mean, you have like what do you say? Like you have your ECB, you have your free auto order and all that stuff happening because you have 10 customers, you have over 40 credits. And the first 60 days, if you look at this, you have estimated income is now about 63,000 rupees. And your average monthly income is about 15,000 rupees at this point. Okay. And not only that, remember when I told you, you hit that thing called when you hit like 25 customers. Okay. So when you hit 25 customers, you will get a refund on the Ultimate Practitioner's Kit if you had purchased that when you got started. Okay. So that Ultimate Practitioner's Kit, guys, okay, that is the only kit which you can get a refund for. And once you have 25 customers and you maintain that for 12 months, at the end of 12 months, that entire 88,500 will be refunded back to you. Isn't that amazing? I mean, just think about it. You can start your business and you're actually getting paid to start your business, you know, and you're getting money back. So not only are you able to create customers out of what you have and get paid, but you get paid a second time and a third time and maybe a fourth time over. And then at the end of all of that, you're getting a refund of the entire practitioner's kit back to you. So here is what we have, okay? You help 4 people reach the silver level. And oops, so I've gone a little bit too fast, I think. Yeah. So you went silver. That's the basic building block. Now you help 4 people reach the silver level. You are called as a executive. And at that level, you are making 45,000 rupees a month. That's your income. Okay. Not bad, right? 45,000 rupees. I don't know how many people today, it's day and age, make 45,000. I think there's a lot of people who would love to make 45,000 rupees a month. It's not a bad income at all. It takes care of a lot of people's needs, right? From their housing to their food to their basic needs. You know, 45,000 rupees a month is like almost having 3 lakh rupees a year of income. Significant amount, right? Let's take it one step further. Okay. And there you go. So now let's say you help these 4 people who went silver, you help them reach the reach that level which you were at before, which was this executive. When you help them reach that level, they make 45,000 rupees a month now, and you reach a level called diamond and you make 2.7 lakhs a month. Is that good? To help 4 people make 45,000 rupees a month, you get to make 2.7 lakhs. Fantastic deal. I would say you can't go really wrong with that because this is a win-win situation. You help people win and you win along with that. Okay. Let's take it one step further. You now help these 4 people go diamond, which means at your level, right? So they reach like the diamond level. Okay. And just for doing that, you become something called as a crown. Now they make 2.7 lakhs a month. They help 4 people each reach silver. So those people are making 45,000. I mean, sorry, they're helping 4 people reach like the executive level. So they are making 45,000 rupees a month. Okay. So if you look at this succession, now you become a crown, you are making 10.8 lakhs a month. That's over 1 crore of income a year. Guys, this is incredible. Over 1 crore a year. Okay. How many of you can just envision having 1 crore a year? And this is every year, you know, every month, month after month after month, you're making 10.8 lakhs because you put the effort, you did the business right, you help the people reach that level, and 10.8 lakhs a month, month after month after month after month. Okay. You don't have to think about it. Okay. Many of you can pay off your house. I mean, a lot of you have, I would say, there's some EMIs. I know in like Mumbai, like the EMIs are pretty big. They're 3, 4, 5, 10 lakhs sometimes. Maybe this income can go towards paying off like a house faster. Why not? Okay. Let's talk about the whole gamut of income that we have. Look at this, right from step 1 all the way up to global president. You go from 15,000 rupees a month to 10 lakhs. I'm sorry, 10 crores a month. Is that good? Any of you can envision that? Okay, that this business, the potential of this business, and this takes time. It's not a get rich overnight kind of a thing. Okay, this takes time, but if you build it right, if you take the support of the team, you build it right, you have an opportunity to grow this to extraordinary proportions. And the sky's the limit, because there is 1-star global president, 2-star, 3-star, and so on and so forth. So we have just begun to kind of talk about how the income potential can quickly rise up and help you and help many, many people get a better health. And also not just that, you're getting rewarded for helping those people. So what is this all about? It's all about timing. As of today, we have 4 lakh customers. We are in 38 markets. Okay. Based on the projections of the growth that we have today, we are estimating that if we continue the 33% average growth that we've been having over the last few years, we will go to 60 markets by 2025, and we will hit 1 million customers by 2025. I would think that with India being in the play, we would hit 1 million customers a lot sooner than 2025. Okay, if we continue the same trend, and if we take an average growth of about 12%, okay, of growth, you would see that this 12% growth is going to create 8 billion customers. I'm sorry, 20 million customers, and about 8 billion in turnovers by 2035. Okay, and it goes on and on. This is the perfect timing, guys. You are in the right place at the right time, hopefully for the right reasons. And if you are like me, excited about something that I saw a few short months back and just went like, wow, this is a game changer for the market, then you are at the right place at the right time. What do you need to do to make your dreams come true? Become a partner with us if that is what you're looking for. If not, become a customer, because you definitely need this product. Find out what your score is. Find out what you need to do in terms of getting the test. Find out how you can become a premier customer if that's what you want to do, and get your health back. There are several people, several testimonials that I can tell you, which over and over again show us that this is a phenomenal product, and it's making people get healthier and healthier day by day by day. We keep hearing those things. And I want you to find out, come on us with this journey. So if you want to be a partner, you can join us. You can help us to spread the, you can join our cause and join us in the event of spreading this to as many people as you can, and helping them have a better life, and helping people that they know have a better life. So it is just a phenomenal opportunity, and something I'm very, very, very excited about. So I'll leave you with this thought. There are 3 kinds of people, okay, which I have come across as I've been building my business. The first kind is people who make things happen. The second kind is people who watch things happen. And the third kind is people who wonder what happened. So I want to ask you, which of these people are you? Are you the kind that makes things happen? Are you the kind that watches things happen? Or are you the kind that wonders what happened? Okay. And with that, I'll say the future is in your hands. Come join us. It was really a pleasure talking to all of you today and sharing with you. And come share in the excitement with us and help us in this global wellness revolution. And with that, we are done for the presentation for today. And before we end this, I'd just like to